Alright. 3, 2, 1, go.
Did you show the pearls? Oh, you did.
Like the invincible thing. What's the buy-in for those?
Buy-in, I think?
Right, $5 to buy in for the pearlers, if you want to win them.
So Bangerra,
They get both of them, right? Or they are they separate prices? That's the
They can get both.
Yeah, you win both.
so do you want to explain a little bit about Kirby?
So yeah, this is the first Kirby game before the NES one. And in this game you don't have the ability to suck up your enemies and obtain their power, so the only way to attack is actually suck them up and shoot them back at other things. So I'm doing any percent, and this game is basically you do the stages as quickly as possible and then you have to get lucky on the boss fights. You can like lose over 2 minutes on a few boss fights. And you have to redo all of them too, so...
Are there any glitches used?
Not really, no. There are glitches, but they're not beneficial for speedrun. I'll try to show off a graphical glitch when I'm fighting a boss fight that takes time, but... it's just a little graphical thing. So in this boss fight you gotta be really lucky with where the enemies spawn. Ah, missed that one. And missed that one, whatever. So it's technically possible to do that in 3 cycles, but that would need perfect RNG and perfect execution at the same time. And it's quite hard to play on the Game Boy player through the GameCube because you have a really slight delay with your inputs. So you really have to get used to pressing the button a few frames ahead of what you're actually trying to do. Yeah, this game has a lot of slowdown. It's a bit advanced for the Game Boy, I guess. The hitboxes are also really bad. Like, you can be inside an enemy and not get hit if you know where to be, and like the movement is not completely correlated with where the hitbox is of the enemies. This is the only boss that is completely free of RNG. He has the same pattern every time, though his bullets are RNG, but it doesn't matter much because you can like take the damage. Yeah, you just walk past that. It's really complicated, but just walk forward. Yeah. So this is the most technical stage because there's a lot of enemy patterns that require good timing, and like now I messed up the first good cycle, so I have to be careful that I don't get too many hits. So here I can show off a graphical glitch if it works. So yeah, if you input another frame while you're flattened, then and you input every frame, you get like a strange squatted animation. It also works when you fall down and you're pressed against the floor and you do the same animation, then you have a flat Kirby walking around. And I missed the lemon, whatever. Okay. I take the upper path. It has 2 more blocks, but the spike enemies are off screen much faster, which reduces the lag immensely. So it's actually faster to destroy 2 more blocks than to wait for them to move down another row. Okay, and this is the boss everyone hates that runs this game, because on this boss alone you can lose like over a minute and a half because it doesn't give you the stuff you need to attack him. So I'm getting really lucky with these 2 first hits here. Not really. There was a time I thought like it would kind of influence him with dropping more enemies, but the TASers found that it's actually based on whatever movements you do. So you can do like a few movements and then the numbers inside the game change, and depending on that number the game decides what to do. Yeah, it's just something I did in the past, and I still do it because there's nothing else to do in that boss fight. But wait until you get the right enemy. Oh no, it's just something I do. Yeah, now it's all the refights, so you have to beat every... and I missed it again. You need to beat every single boss again.
These are low and all, aren't they?
Yeah. But it's really hard to do this boss fight on the Game Boy player because of the slight input lag. You need to be really quick for getting double hits. And I paused there for no reason. Yeah, you just fall down in it. Yeah. The same mask enemy. Yep. So I'm getting very good drops here. Very good drops. Extremely good drops. Wow, that's amazing. That was, yeah. Yeah. except these are really easy, but... So it's also random how many times the tree spits. So you can get like 6 apples in a row. And that would be quicker, of course, than when it does other animations. Touching spikes is bad, by the way. You could potentially take damage and go inside the door that is guarded by the spike enemy. But the spike enemy is an instant kill, so it's quite dangerous. You need to know how long your invincibility lasts. Now I'm trying to take as little damage as possible, because the final boss is coming up, and depending on his pattern he can give you a lot of trouble. And this is another very RNG heavy boss fight. Yeah. So he can do, basically, if you're on the floor, he can do one of 4 animations. One is the hammer, as you've seen. One is this animation where he sucks. Then there's another one where he just throws his body at you. And the 4th one is when he jumps up. And only when he jumps and when he does the hammer you can get stars to attack him. And the sucking animation is annoying because it takes a long time. And I'm getting unlucky because he's doing it a lot. And standing as close to him as possible is a good strategy because his animations last less long that way. But it's dangerous because you can get hit. Yeah. Yep. So when you're doing attempts and you get like 3 or 4 of those bad patterns in a run, it's time, by the way. Sorry, yeah. Okay, that's acceptable. The world record is 11:29 by Mug, who also has the TAS, the Tool Assistant Speedrun, and the TAS is 8 minutes 44, I think. So there's a huge difference between the Tool Assistant Speedrun and the actual real-time run because of all the RNG.